Hi all, welcome back to Whoops with C++ session 17. In previous session we have seen how to pass arguments by value to the functions, and we have also observed what are the limitations or what are the problems with pass by value method. In today's session we will see how to pass the arguments by address. That is the second method of passing arguments to the function, that is pass by address. Okay. So what is pass by address? So in pass by address, the variable address is passed as an argument for function call. So for this, we have to use pointers. So we know that pointers are the variables which are holding address of some other variables. So generally, how we will write a pointer? So general syntax, if you take, so data type will be there. So for example, either it is integer or character or float or structure pointer or class pointer. So data type, next you have to place a star and the pointer variable, that is equals to address of variable. Here ptr underscore variable is a pointer variable which is holding address of a variable. So ptr variable is holding address of a variable here. Now when you are using pass by address method, what you have to do is you have to pass the right hand side in the pointer syntax. What is there? Left hand side data type star ptr variable is there, right hand side address of variable is there. So whatever is there in the right hand side, that syntax has to be present in the function call. So address of variable has to be present in function call. Okay, and in function definition, what you have to do? So here we have return type, function name, and left hand side of this pointer syntax, what is that? Data type star ptr variable. So whatever is there, that you have to place in the arguments. Okay, so in the function definition, the left hand side the statement left hand side syntax you have to keep, and in function call the right hand side syntax, that is address of variable here data type star ptr variable function definition. Okay, so now in the previous session with the pass by value we have seen in function definition, if you are going to modify any arguments that won't affect it to the actual variables which is passed through function call. Okay, so that modifications will be local to the function only. Okay, so now observe the program, swap program. So based on this, in the previous session we have seen, so what I said is here, so data type star ptr. So data type here int I am taking for swap function. So this particular syntax, that is left hand side syntax, data type star ptr variable, that has to be present in function definition. Okay, so that is present in function definition here, int star x, int star y, and in function call the right hand side thing, that is address of variable, that is present in right hand side for the function call. So swap address of A, address of B. So same program only whatever we have discussed in previous session. But only thing is that is pass by address, pass by value method, and this is pass by address method. So here void swap int star in the declaration, and while giving in the definition you are taking int star x, int star y, and while calling the function we are passing address of A, address of B. In pass by value we are not passing this address of A and address of B, and here we are not passing, we are not keeping star int x, int y we have taken in pass by value, but here pointer syntax we have to take. So previously whatever value of A is there, same value will be copied to x, and also same size of is allocated to x also in pass by value. But here whatever be the size of this, either it may be an A is assume A is an integer, now maybe you can take a character or a float or a object of a class, or whatever be the data type, but here we need only 4 bytes. Okay, so this is the code, and here temp equals to star x refers to value present at this x. Okay, so I have modified this code based on pass by address. Okay, we will execute this program and see whether the expected result we are getting or not. Okay, okay. So observe this program. So here in main I have taken int a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. Cout a comma a and b. I am printing the values of a and b. So a value is 10 and b value is 20. So a b value is printed. And now I am passing address of this variable a and address of the variable b to the function swap. Okay, so now here x is a pointer variable which is holding address of a, and y is a pointer variable which is holding address of b. Okay, now here I have created a temporary variable. Now temp equals to star x. Here when I say star x, it is value. Star means it will be something like this. Okay, whenever you find star right after this, what you can do is you can mention like this. It is star means present at the address value present at the address in x. So in address x, the value present at the address in x, whose address is there? It is a. So value present in at the address in x is 10. Okay, so the 10 value will be copied to temp. Okay, so later what we are doing here, value present in address x is equals to value present in address y. So what is the value present in address of value present in address x? Address x, sorry, not address x. Value uh, address present in x. Present in x. Okay. So value present in address present in y. So in x, what is the whose address is there? That is address of a. And in y, whose address is there? B. Okay, so B is having 20, value present in address in Y is 20, and that 20 has to be copied to address present in value of the value present in address present in X. What is the X is having? X is having address of A. So A, this value will be modified. Now 20 is copied to A. Okay, so later what we are doing, star y equals to temp. So here again same thing, value present in address present in y equals to temp. So temp is having 10 previously. Now the temp value will be copied to value present in address present in y. So in y, whose address is there? B's address is there. So B's address, the value is 20, and this 20 is copied to 20 is replaced with 10. Okay, so now the values are directly affected here, a b. Now a is 20, b equals to 10. Now I am printing cout in function star x star y. So star x means value present at this address, that is star x is 20. Now star y is 10. Okay, so after this, this stack frame will be closed. Now the control will come back to the swap function, main function. Now it is going to print cout after swap. Now the values are properly swapped. A equals to 10, b equals to 20 previously. Now after swap it will be 20, 10. Okay, so just observe the compile this code and check. Okay, compiled successfully. So see here 1020, in function also 2010, after swap also 2010. So after swap means in main. So whatever modifications you have done in function to the arguments, those values are affected in to the passed arguments also. So it is directly affected. So that's the reason the values modified for A and B also. So after swap A B we are getting 2010. So it's properly working. Okay, you can see once again. So in function also the values are 20 to 10. Previously it is 10 20. After swapping in function also it is giving 2010, and in main also it is giving 2010. Okay, so this is how pass by address will work. Okay, so now let's observe this once again. Same program here. What is happening? We will analyze step by step. Okay, so as you know that as soon as control encounters the function, now main function it is going to start. As soon as it is going to the CPU control executing this main, so then for main function one stack frame will be created. Now in this main function two local variables are there, that is A and B. So both are of having 4 bytes. So first memory will be allocated for A and next memory will be allocated for B. So first A is memory allocated at 1000 memory location, and the value present in A is 10. So again memory is allocated for B at 1004 address, and the value present in B is 20. Now we are going to print cout A B. What is the value of A? That is 10. What is the value of B? That is 20. Now we are calling the swap function. So whenever you call the swap function, then again a separate stack frame will be created for the swap function also. So now separate stack frame will be created for swap. Now here we have pointer variables int star x. So and we are passing address of A, that is 1000. Okay. So now what will happen whenever we when the control, what it will do? First it will allocate memory for the pointer variable x. So it is holding address of A, that is 1000 memory location it is having. Okay. So it is pointing to, it is present at, assume it is present at 2000 memory location. Previously in the previous session, x is a normal variable. Now x is a pointer variable, so it can hold the addresses. It's not holding the value, it is holding the address. Now in x 1000 value is there. Okay, so now this is a pointer, it is pointing to this memory location A. So later we have int star y. So int star y equals to address of B. So address of B, this star y is pointing, that is y pointer is pointing to address of B. Okay, so y is a pointer and which is holding address of B, that is 1004. So it is pointing to this memory location, and it is present at 2004 memory location in separate stack frame. So later we have created one local variable, that is temp. So now for temp also one memory allocated, and 2008 is the memory location. Next we have given temp equals to star x. Temp equals to star x means, star means value present at this address. What is x? Value present at x is value present at the address x is, that is 1000. So 1000 what is the value present? 10. So this 10 value will be copied here. So next star x equals to star y means, star x means this one, value present in this 1000 memory location is 10 and value present in 1004 location is 20. So what we are doing, star x equals to star y means value present in 1004 has to be copied to value present in 1000, that is 20 has to be copied to this A location, that is 1000th memory location. Okay, so now the value is copied from B to, from the 1004 to 1000. So here this swap function is not having any visibility to A and B directly. So if you want to access this A and B which is present in another stack frame, we need a pointer. Through this pointer we will be able to go to that address, and we are going to do dereferencing. This star means dereferencing. When I say star x value present at, this is called dereferencing. So when you are doing dereferencing, star x equals to star y means star y value is 20, that has to be copied to a, that is star x. Okay, so next what we are doing, star y equals to temp. Star y means value present at 1004 memory location has to be copied with the value present in temp. What is the value present in temp? That is 10. So 10 has to be copied to value present at 1004 location. So that is this place. So this place, the value has to be modified from 20 to 10. Now the 10 is copied here. Okay. So now cout in function. Okay, in function cout star x star y. Star x means value present at 1000th memory location, that is 20. Next star y, value present at 1004 location is 10. So it will print 20 here and 10 here. Star means dereferencing. When you say star x means you have to say dereferencing value present in this memory location. What is that? 20. Value present in this memory location is 10. So like this, whatever modifications you are doing in the swap function, that is directly affected to the main function variables also. Okay, so now here, so that's the reason when you are using pointer variables, you have to be little careful. You have to keep it in mind that whatever modifications you are going to these pointer variables, that will directly affect it to the original values also. Okay, so now the control is going to hit the closing curly brace of this function. When it is hitting the closing curly brace of this function, so then what will happen? So first this temporary variable will be removed from the stack frame. So after that the y variable will be removed from the stack frame. Okay, so next x will be removed. Okay, so after that this entire stack frame will be removed from the memory. Okay, so now we are coming back to next statement after this swap function, that is cout. After swap will be printed. Now we are printing cout a b. So what is the value of a? 20. And what is the value of b? 10. So 20 10 will be printed. Okay, so like this pass by address will work. So okay, whenever we are using pass by address, whatever modifications you are going to do in the function, that will be directly affected to the arguments provided by the caller of this function. Okay, so and how much ever be the size of the passing variable, you we need only 4 bytes here, because pointer will take only 4 bytes of memory, whether it is a character pointer or a float pointer or a what do you say, integer pointer, double pointer, an object pointer, a class pointer, a structure pointer, whatever be the type of pointer, it will take only 4 bytes. That is integer size it will take. Okay. So now we have to remember few points here. Okay. So comparing to pass by value, usage of pass by address is more efficient, because we will be saving lot of function stack memory with this method. So as I said, say for example, if you are passing an array of 100 bytes, so in pass by value, if you are passing an array of 100 bytes, then same number of 100 bytes of memory you have to create in function also. Okay, in the function in the maybe if it is swap function means in the swap function you have to create again 100 bytes of duplicate memory, and you have to copy all the values present in that main function to this swap function. Or if you are passing an object whose size is 1000 bytes, then you have to create 1000 bytes of memory in the stack function stack frame, and you have to copy all the contents of the object to this. Okay, so but when it is coming to pass by address, whatever be the size of the argument you are passing, irrespective of that, we need only 4 bytes of memory. So we are saving lot of functions stack memory. Okay, with pass by address method. So when we pass the arguments by address to the function arguments, we need only 4 bytes, because pointer is always having 4 bytes of memory, what will be the type of pointer. Pointer variable in function call to hold the address of the passing argument. Now, even if the function call is passing an object address or a structure variable address or an array of objects, we need only 4 bytes of memory in function stack. So because of this reason, we are not we are saving lot of memory when we are using pass by address method. So with this method we can minimize stack overflow of functions. So why we will get stack overflow issues? Because for whenever you call a function, so some stack frame will be allocated, stack frame will be given to the for each and every function. The more the local variables you are creating, the more stack will grow more. So, okay, at some point of time, you won't be having enough space to allocate memory for your local variables. So at that point of time, so if you are running out of memory, you will get stack overflow issues. So that is the reason using pass by address is always advised. Okay. Now, in function definition, what we have to do in function definition or declaration, data type star pointer variable. This has to be present in function definition or function declaration. Okay. So and has to be there whereas in function call address of variable name has to be there. Okay, so the modification done with the pointer arguments inside the function will directly affect to the caller of the function arguments. Say whatever modifications you have done here for by using pointers star x star y, whatever operations you have done, that is directly affected to the values present in values of a and b, because the addresses we have passed to the function. Okay, and when you are using syntaxes in the function definition, data type star the pointer variable name has to be present in function definition argument, and address of a, so address of variable name has to be present in the function call. This syntax don't forget. Okay, so when you are using this one, so say for example if you take the normal pointer syntax, say for example int star ptr variable equals to address of variable, this is how we will write a pointer variable and we'll assign an address of some variable. So assume that you have some syntax like this. So when you are writing the function definition, what you have to do, so whatever is there in left hand side syntax, that has to be present in function definition arguments. Okay, so this should be in function definition argument and this should be in function call arguments. Okay, so in function call we have to write this one. Okay, so these things we should not forget. Okay, so since one more point you have to remember, when we are using pointer variables, when we are using pass by address, there is a chances of accidentally modifying the original values. So what we can do is, if you want to avoid such type of corruption, what you can do is you can make constant of this pointer variables. Okay, you can use the constantness property to this pointer variables so that the passing values cannot be changed. Okay, original values cannot be changed, but we will be saving lot of memory location here, a lot of stack memory by using pass by address. So pass by value is almost it's not at all recommended unless and until it is really needed, so it's not required. So always use pass by address method. Okay, so now we will see, but here then what is the disadvantage here, not disadvantage, what is the disadvantage here means, or limitation we can see here is, if you see here, every time I have to write dereference wherever I am using this pointer variable, I have to use dereference star x star x star y star y. So sometimes we will get confused star x, or whether I have to use star or star x here, star y, where I have to use, what I have to use. Sometimes we will forget to use dereferencing. Okay, so to overcome this, we have another method called pass by, sorry, call by address method. So that particular topic we are going to discuss in upcoming session. Okay, so hope you have understood this pass by address concept. In upcoming session we'll see call by reference method. So thanks for watching.